Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. I'm back at it again with another HMX switches, and this is one of the most requested switches that I've could have reviewed last year. So today we have something that's not quite new but one of the most hyped up HMX switches last year. Let's all take a look and listen at the Xinhai Linear Switch. But first, a quick message from today's video sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping needs. They do offer from assembly all the way to manufacturing, plus they do have a lot of services to offer, like their advanced PCBs. Now, this is ideal if you need a high-end and complex PCBs for any projects that you have, so you can get an instant quote, and all you have to do is fill up the details that you need. You're good to go. If you are interested, check out PCBWay.com, links in bio. Also, a quick disclaimer that the switches was sent over by Unikeys boards for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video, and of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the Xinhai. Now, you can use my code RX on the checkout for a quick 7% discount and to also help out the channel. So a quick background on the Xinhai switches, and I know I'm a bit late in reviewing them. It's 1 year late, and I do have a lot of demand to review the switches. So as per HMX, the switches kind of distinguishes itself from other HMX switches in some notable ways. Now for the top housing, it's using a PA12, so it's a softer material, and it can produce a less sharp and less pronounced top-out sound. For the bottom housing, it's using the common modified nylon and the classic palm for these stems. Now with this combination, HMX said it can produce a crispier, higher pitch bottom out sound, which are my preference in terms of a linear switch for the sound. So let's see on the sound test. Now for the springs, it's using a 22mm long springs and a whopping 37-gram actuation force with a 45-gram bottom out force. So it's a bit too light for my preference, but the switches comes in pre-factory lube, would cost you around $3.50 for 10 pieces. So in today's video, it's going to be our usual. We're going to do a sound comparison versus other HMX linear switch. And if you want to hear my full thoughts and opinion about the Xinhai, please do stick around at the end of the sound test, or feel free to check the timestamps. Now we're going to use the Vega 65, and I'll place my configurations for that board down below. Also, before the sound test, please do keep in mind the sound and experience. It will always vary depending on your keyboard build, so please do enjoy the sound test on the Xinhai Linear Switch. And that was the sound test on the Xinhai linear switches. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below. Let's have some quick discussions. Also, thank you for staying if you made it up to this point of the video. Let's now talk about my full thoughts and opinion about the switches. First, let's talk about my thoughts on the feel. Now, out of the box, HMX never disappoints. It's so smooth that I forget it's a pre-factory lube. You can really use it without having to worry about adding more lube, as it's really consistent out of the box. Now, moving on to the linear feel wise. As to what they stated on the top housing, the switches are really soft. Paired that with the light actuation, it feels like each key press is very satisfying on how soft they are. Now you can really feel the soft material on the top housing when topping out and bottoming out as well, as it's not that sharp, it's just soft in my opinion. Usually with longer pole switches, the bottom out feels sharp, but these ones again are just soft to the feel. Now, I don't like the actuation. I don't like usually actuation forces that is below 45 grams, but Xinhai's would be the exception for me, as I don't see myself spring swapping them. I don't know if I got used to light switches, but I'm already contented as to what they are out of the box. Now moving on to my thoughts on the sound, the switches sounds very nice. It has that really clacky and poppy tone to it, in which I very like, and the bottom out, it's also quiet while having a refined top out sound. And the only word that I can think when describing the sound is it sounds really gentle and soft. The Xinhai just sounds really full for a linear switch, like it brings life on our Vega. Overall, I really feel that I was really missing out last year for not trying out the switches, because honestly, I was really skeptical about the hype on the Xinhai and even HMX in general when I first saw them, but now I'm kind of completely blown away, and I get it now why HMX has this hype around every Switch release so far and the hype back then. Now, I can't say yet that this is the best HMX switches so far, because I've only tried 3 and 4 including the Xinhai, but these ones are definitely my favorite. Personally, I really like the sound profile that it brings and just how solid the typing feel was. Now, if ever you haven't tried these ones, I highly suggest to go try them out. Maybe buy 30 pieces first, and if you like them, you can go from there. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you find the review helpful on the Xinhai switches. If you do, please don't forget to like the video. You can share a view once, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next sound test. Peace.